Hey, guess what, everybody? Go listen to the Break It Down show.
Yeah, so we're at Bayview Studios once again. You know, we were talking about Ellis's story because you guys have a show
Which I
coming
didn't realize
up this
was
weekend,
so fucking sad. And
which you are promoting, Kenny.
Yes.
And Ellis is on the bill.
That's right.
And so, man, we're looking forward to that shit. That shit's going to be amazing.
That's going to be a good show, man.
Yeah.
Everybody I produce, every show I put together, I try to get the best of the best. So when Ellis said he'll do it, I was happy, man. I was
John said he'd do it. He's not in the bill yet.
See?
And you know, I had to like actually.
No, honestly, man, Kenny he's a very, very generous family member. He always says, "Yeah, man, you know, we'll put something together.
Yeah,
you want
we'll
to do
put something
something?
together.
We'll get
Yeah,
you
we'll
on
do
there."
Yeah.
And the thing about Kenny that is, I'm going to disclose for our listeners because we're just a couple minutes into this podcast.
Yeah.
That
I'm not Asian.
Kenny Can is not Asian. He is a promoter, a comedy promoter, retired San Francisco police officer.
Oh shit.
Am I not supposed to say that?
It's over now.
It's on the under.
Oh man, all those years of undercover down the drain.
I know. The thing about Kenny is that he'll promote a show and shoot you in the face if you
no,
try
I'll
to come
promote it while I was like on patrol. I'll be passing out flyers. I'm serious. I'll be
not
like,
playing.
hey, check this out. Check this.
You think
You
he
know
wouldn't?
what? That's cold. I did do that too.
You
I'm
think
not
he
gonna.
wouldn't?
While you're like arresting
He
somebody,
would.
be like, hey, well,
He
No,
would.
I'm all like, hey man, check out this show, or you know, I got this thing coming out.
So anyway, you did find your way onto this bill at the Empress Theatre,
that's right.
which is next Friday,
Next Friday on March 20th.
March 20th.
8 p.m. Get there by 7 to get good seating.
Dude, 8 p.m. at the Empress Theatre. That's golden time right there.
That it is.
People don't realize the Empress Theatre has parking right across the street.
Yeah.
Ample parking. You'll never be more than 100 yards from your ride if you tried.
Yeah. What is that? A 1911 theater, and then it's a $6 million renovation.
Yeah, the theater was built in 1911 and was a booming, it was the main theater.
Have you seen it, Ellis? Have you seen that theater?
I haven't seen it. No, I haven't been there
Inside,
in a while now.
man, velvet red
Yeah.
theater seating. I mean,
Nice.
it's like you're at the Apollo, but better. It's
They
like,
did. They brought it back to its original luster.
Yeah,
that place
man.
is gorgeous.
Wow.
I mean, from the woodwork to every $6 million renovation. So we're gonna have to charge
That's $6
you
million
to,
in Vallejo too. That shit
Oh,
goes
yeah.
a long way.
shit, son.
You know what I mean?
That's some serious cash.
I'm gonna have to charge you. They're gonna have to charge us to perform. You know, they gotta get money.
Kenny's
somewhere.
just telling you this now, huh?
No, I'm just,
He wasn't saying this before. He was like, "Oh, by the way, the show's on Friday, and they're charging us."
They're charging us to perform. That's tripping.
Man,
It's gonna be a good show, man. I think I got a really strong lineup, and it's only.
well, you
the-
got Ellis Rodriguez, man.
Yeah, man. It's the first of what we're gonna be doing. I mean, everything I do, I'm gonna call him and include him. If he wants to do it or not, it's up to him. But you know,
I like that Ellis said, fuck Modesto.
Yeah.
Fuck Stockton. Fuck Fresno. Fuck this whole Central Valley thing.
who's that?
I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going to go do some comedy.
My parents still live in Stockton, man.
So you still have
I'm
to go
scared
back.
as fuck to go to Stockton.
Oh, it's scary there.
I'm
man.
like, I hope my
You
mom's
can
wearing
get
some
stuck
bulletproof
there.
Spanx or some shit. man.
Yeah.
Move out of this fucking place.
Yeah, it's
That's
tough.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stockton. But then I ended up in Sacramento just so I can be close enough to them.
Because you just still can't leave that valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the thing. I was in LA for a while, and I was just like, "Fuck, you got to be here. You got to be in the deal." And I realized, like, if you live on the other side of LA and like you want to get to Hollywood, it's gonna take you 6 hours to get there.
Yeah.
So essentially, you could live in fucking Sacramento. It's gonna take you basically the same amount of fucking time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Take that train they got.
Right.
Just go zipping on down.
They got a train now.
They got a train, yeah.
It's a light rail system. But the thing
That goes
about
down
LA,
all the way down to LA.
No, you can take the train.
No.
You
You got to
take
ride
the-
with
you can-
animals or something?
What the
I
fuck?
don't know.
What the?
East,
Where?
what
The
kind of
fuck
Indian
did
shit
you even
is
get
that?
that?
You're hanging out with Kabizi talking
Yo,
about I
I
gotta
don't
catch
know,
a
I'm
train,
just like-
and I might be sitting
never
next
heard
to
of
a
a
monkey.
train down there.
There might be a zebra on my train.
They have
That's the kicker.
trains.
They got
I don't
donkeys.
know.
Trains
This
go
dude
to
had a
major
goat.
cities.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And they
didn't
connect them. It's the thing.
I'm
They
with
got-
you.
They got rail cars.
You guys heard of the Industrial Revolution?
I thought there was just some bullet train that was like San
trying.
Francisco
Yeah, that's
to
what I was
LA.
thinking. Yeah.
You know, they're actually building that shit, and it does. I swear to God, it goes from like Fresno to Modesto, like right now. Like that's like the first stage. It's like this like 50-mile stretch. Like that's the first one, and that's right there in the middle of the valley. You're like, that's where you start, huh? All right. And I don't know, Fresno. It might be like Visalia to something, but it's.
Are they starting in the middle and working their way out?
I guess they are.
Like, let's start in the shitty middle.
That shit's expensive too. That little segment, it's not very long. That's $1 billion.
Like when you meet a chick and she's taking you, she lets you back to the room, and you go back in the room, and then you pull her pants down, and you toss her on the bed, and you bury your face in her booty.
Yeah.
That's where you started, really?
Yeah.
You know what?
That's like building a train from Visalia.
That was a long way to go for that. It was totally fucking worth it, bro.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, I was like, that
appreciate you, man.
That
really,
does make
100%.
perfect fucking sense.
Oh, that really happened?
That's
no.
Yes, it did, Kenny.
Yes, it did. Actually.
I was like, Motel 6.
You know what we call that? There's a word for that. Wednesday. That's what I call that shit. Anyway.
Shit.
It's always nasty.
I got this fucking Fresno joke, and whenever I'm in Fresno, I say it's Bakersfield.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's all the same.
Man.
I met a bad bitch in Bakersfield, man.
There is one.
You ever do that shit?
You met her.
Where you're like at the Walmart. You meet a bad bitch. People are like, was it like a bad bitch for Walmart? You're like, no, it was just like,
she was legit.
She was
bad.
a badass Bakersfield bitch.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Man.
Does she want to get the hell out of Bakersfield, or
I don't know. I think she has like babies or some shit.
Oh yeah.
I met a fine broad in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
What?
Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And I
She
was
wasn't
there,
from there, though.
she was born and bred, and she was fine. And I was there I was there for work, and I was there with a female coworker, and like we left out of there, and I didn't say I'm trying to be professional, but I had known this girl that I worked with for many years, so we were cool. But I was still on the up and up professional.
For sure.
And I get in the car after we leave that particular day, because we were down there with that client for like 3 days. We were in their shop, and the first day we got in there, and we went about our business and met everybody. And the second day we went back and we spent a considerable amount of the day with that fine ass bitch. And then we got in the car for the second day to go, like we were going to go get something to eat before we went back to get some rest. And on our way to dinner, she goes, "Man, how about?" I won't say her name, but my coworker said, "Man, how about what's her name?" Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And she was like, "Don't you just want to yank her up and take her back to California? Because what's she doing here?" Yeah. And I was like, "For real, man, country as a chicken,
living the dream."
She was country, and that only made her finer.
Yeah.
No, dude. When I was in Guam for this concert. This girl, I was at the club, and they were producing us on the radio when I was doing the music. And so we're sitting in there with, Maharaji from Sir Mix-a-Lot's group. We're all sitting in the club, and then this girl walks by, high heels, long black hair, no makeup. And she walks by, and I don't pay no mind because, and then she goes, "What are you drinking?"
No, I don't know, because you're just unimpressed by bad bitches.
No,
that's why. No, listen.
Oh, is that?
No, I was really impressed because I was like, wow. And she goes, "What are you drinking?" I go, a Bud Light. And then my friend's like, "Nah, dude, order one of those mixed drinks." I was like, "I'll take whatever you're drinking." So she brings a drink back.
Right, served him a coffee or some shit.
Dude, and she's sitting next to me, and then she goes, "Are you going to be in the show tomorrow?" I go, "Yeah, come through." So she comes to the show and everything, and then, I go to the hotel rooms, She goes,
"Are you about to go to the Central Valley?"
Give her the vitamin K.
No. So she goes, "I got a kink," so I give her the
He's going to give her the Fresno flyer.
Anyway. The next day, she goes and tells her dad she met me and stuff, and then she came back. She goes, "Hey, I told my dad I met you, and we're cousins." And I'm like,
"Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I knew you were going to tell that story."
And then we're related.
We want to tell stories with a happy ending.
I know.
Man,
well, happy ending goes to the massage parlor because, man, this had no happy ending.
Sad place.
Well, it was a good ending, and then it went sour. So
that's a bad ending,
right?
That's what that's called.
I just want to like.
I mean, was it sour?
You should have just went to the Central Valley with that joke.
No, yeah, man, you couldn't tell from the smell of it
that we were cousins.
Yeah, this should be like a.
That smells like my
like
Auntie Rita.
I thought there was like a scientific, like there's some kind of.
Smells like top ramen.
I guess.
Okay.
What? I don't know.
So stupid. Yeah, man.
I don't know. We were related, and so we parted ways.
I don't even know how to move on from this, John.
I do. Here's how. I have never had a brown girlfriend.
Never had a girlfriend that was
man,
brown.
I love white women.
You know what?
I like black girls.
Yeah.
I never had a brown girlfriend.
You never had an in between?
No, because you know why?
No.
I'm from Guam. I'm from Guam.
So you right.
And I grew up in Vallejo.
Yay.
And when you're from Guam, to me, that opportunity exists. You can't be kissing on people. She might be your cousin. I barely know this motherfucker. He's my cousin.
Yeah.
And you might meet some. And then when I moved to, now here's what happens when people moved away from my parents and Kenny's parents were the generation that our family's
made
been
a move.
Aside from our great grandfather, our families were there like, long ass time, 5,000 years for all we know.
Yeah.
So it's a very small and isolated place. But when the generation that our parents are in moved away from there, they went to two places, San Diego and Vallejo.
Yeah, okay. Why is San Diego? Because the Navy.
Because the Navy base.
And then
Vallejo because the shipyard. That's how they got the jobs, and that's how they moved out here.
You're right.
So when they moved out here, it was still a bunch of Guamanians. And so you meet a brown girl in Vallejo, she still might be your cousin.
Yeah.
Sure, you're right.
Yeah.
So
I'm
like, if I meet your cousin, she's safe.
Oh.
Yeah, I ain't going to try nothing.
Oh, that's good.
No,
that's
but
good
I had one white girlfriend, and that was my 4th grade girlfriend.
Hey, that's one of the nicest things you said to me, bro.
All right, man.
I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
If I meet your cousin, not safe.
Not safe.
Not safe.
Not safe.
No. As long as you didn't smell like my Auntie Rita.
That was nice. Yeah. I like that.
At least you're honest.
Hey, that was good.
You know where you stand with Pete.
Yeah.
So, anyway, when you were
let's get a ruling on this shit.
Okay.
Let's get a ruling on this shit, then.
Yeah. All right.
I got a long-standing fucking beef.
Yeah.
With my best friend.
All right. Let's hear it.
Oh, we're solving the world's problems right now.
All right.
Okay.
How long you know this guy?
This is my best friend since 6th grade.
Oh,
okay.
Shoot.
Oh, man.
So you can't get rid of him. You guys are stuck.
No, this is my best friend.
Yeah.
So, in high school, him and his girlfriend broke up.
Okay.
Right.
But his girlfriend's family adopted me.
Okay.
Whoa.
Right? While they were dating for 2 years, they were like, come stay at her house whenever you want and fucking eat. And then she would just, her mom would make lasagna. Her mom makes some I would go there just like when I would smell lasagna, I would go.
Yeah.
And then they broke up and they were like, listen, we got mad love for you even though you're brown. We don't even give a shit. You're our son. Like, you should still come here. Like, we know you were coming out here, because you're best friend, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, meanwhile, my best friend, they broke up with the girl.
Right.
He's banging my sister, man.
What?
Say what?
He's giving my sister
This is not where I thought this was going.
Yeah, he's giving my sister the business. And I asked him when he broke up with his girl, I was like, man, they told me that I was hella cool with them. I should just still kick it with them because, they're like family to me now. And he was like, yeah, I don't care. And then he got mad at me.
You know what that means? He doesn't care.
No, but then he got mad and said, oh, I betrayed him. I betrayed him by hanging out with his ex-girlfriend's family, which he said was equivalent to him fucking my sister.
Oh,
negative.
So basically.
Right?
Negative.
Can I get a ruling?
Negative.
If he breaks up, he wants you to break up.
Man, but you know what? But I'm just saying, this is like a long-lasting thing, and it came up the other day, too. And he was like, well, yeah, man, but you fucking hanging out.
Nope.
No.
Who cares?
Okay.
Not even close.
Look, we got a Supreme Court of 3 right here, and I'm going to register my vote. You guys vote completely separate from me.
He was there for the lasagna.
He was there for the lasagna. Look at impartial.
Come on.
Impartial witness comes in. That's your sister. You were there for the lasagna.
And if he had a sister, I'd have got up in those guts, man. But
you have every right to the lasagna and
That's
to
right.
the family that has accepted you.
Every right to the lasagna, speaking in the lasagna or the lasagna?
You got to talk into that mic.
Oh,
yeah.
The lasagna or the lasagna? What
Either
you guys?
way.
You guys lost me.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
He's got a ruling.
We might be speaking figuratively.
Did he break up with her or did she break up with him?
She broke up with him.
Okay, so he's hurt a little bit.
Yeah, he was butthurt.
But you get to pull his card on that, though.
Yeah.
Quit being a bitch. That has nothing to do with anything. Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah, the family.
You don't
so
bone
who
your
cares?
best friend's sister.
I mean, you can.
You don't do that. No, you
but
don't.
you can't. But you can't get mad when he keeps the family in the breakup of the girlfriend thing.
I couldn't do that. I mean, it's just me.
If you do it right,
I feel bad. I got a conscience.
You're my favorite, Pete.
You're
an asshole, bro.
I
love you.
See what I'm saying? You know where you stand.
Yeah, I love this
People
guy.
tell you exactly like, okay. Well,
I dig that.
I'm just saying. If you got a sister,
I'm just saying.
that bitch is bad.
Not safe.
Yeah,
I am the Stockton fuck ox after all.
he is.
The Stockton fuck ox.
Oh,
you don't know what Pete's capable of.
You know, when
somebody he didn't even live there.
Oh, really?
He just earned the title.
Free agent.
What do you got to do to earn a title in a place you don't even live in?
Yeah. I don't know though. You're banking. You're hooking up with thoughts and freaking Stockton. You're like, you know, all the ratchets in Stockton. I don't know if that's like
the
some kind of
farmersonly.com.
Oh, I love that website.
So the thing is, you're probably right, because along with the lack of scruples that Pete charmingly possesses, let's face it, it's part of his charm. His lack of scruples.
Awesome guy.
Yeah.
Great guy.
But
Pete.
What makes him awesome is that in order to wear the badge of lack of scruples, you have to do the work.
Oh yeah.
You have to put in the
work in.
You got to do things that no one else is willing to do.
That's right.
To have the things that no one else is willing to have.
You know what? Truer words have never been spoken.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're an American hero, really.
I am.
If you think about it, yeah. I mean, if you really stop to analyze it.
You think about this.
The absolute willingness.
Bro. I can go clean up any bathroom because I just shut my brain off and I'm like, I don't care about this. I just clean the fuck out of the bathroom. Yep. Doesn't make me.
That's how he is about knocking the bottom out of it too.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I'm here to get my work in.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna put it down.
I get him in
because you know what? When it comes to that, you might look at it and go, "Oh, Pete don't look like that. He's down like 4 flat tires."
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. So anyway. Kenny just sits and nods.
You lost me at hello.
He's going back in his mind.
He's still trying to figure out lasagna.
When he was banging his cousin, he was like, "Oh yeah, he's still thinking about that."
That's
you know what? He's got entirely too many stories that involve like, oh yeah, I met this person and they were my cousin. I got pulled over and it was my cousin. Yeah, then I had to go get it. I got a ticket and I had to show up in front of the judge and it was my cousin.
I was masturbating and I was like, oh shit, I'm my cousin.
That's my hand. See,
I'm related to me.
Hey, wait, that's not my hand. Whose hand is that?
Hey, you know what? Saying it's my cousin's better than like, and then he had a dick.
Oh,
yeah.
How big was it?
Yeah. I didn't know. It was a dude named Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it could be worse, Kenny.
Yeah, it could be.
Yep.
All I'm thinking of one thing on my mind right now.
Tits and dick?
No. No, some pho.
That's 3 things.
Me and my fiance are going to go get some pho tonight.
You're thinking about pho?
Vietnamese pho.
You're going to go get some Vietnamese pho tonight?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Is
that an improper use of a verb? Or is
no, just some soup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that what the kids are calling it?
Thinking about that.
I've never
soup.
heard it called that before.
Soup.
He's going to stir it.
Get the chowder.
You want to talk about willingness to do stuff, man.
Yeah. Let's let it out there. I need to be more free with you motherfuckers.
I guess,
I'm holding
man.
back.
You are. Let it out, man. Think of it as a therapy session, man.
A therapy, okay.
Let out. We want the full Rodriguez.
The full Rodriguez.
Hey, Kenny's out. Kenny, thank you, man.
Hey, no, thanks for having me, man.
I appreciate you,
and I'll see you guys Friday.
You don't have to threaten us. We'll be there.
Hey, and also, we got the green room in the back. It's private for us, so
nice.
It's going to be
I'm
nice.
going to show up when they're doing your podcast and just talk about all the chicks I fucking nailed that were my cousin.
Sure, okay. Good.
Stay black, baby.
Tell her you said anything.
Your pho later on in the week, man.
My name's Bob, and I'm out.
All right, Bob.
Right on, man. I'm sorry, my arm's slow on this. My right hand.
You're doing great, man.
Yeah, you still got a good right. You still got a good right.
Bake it about.
But you know what? When I got out of the hospital, I couldn't do what I used to do, so now I have to tie.
Beat off all the time.
Yeah, I have to tie eye hook and grab a rope and just go. And then it was kind of.
I wish everybody could see what you were doing right now, because that's.
You're doing the David Carradine.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Oh, he's been dead for a long time.
He's doing the Bob Crane.
The Bob Crane.
Okay, you guys.
All right.
Hey, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Carbullido.
Hey-o.
Green room. What?
Yeah, man.
What?
He's a lovable dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy to love.
Yep.
You know what, man? I just feel because I listen to your guys' podcasts.
Yeah,
and they're fucking awesome.
Man,
thank you.
We love
you.
They're
fucking good though.
Thank
you. So like, are they all like shit like this, and then you make them sound good, or you have better?
There's some of that, but I mean the content is there.
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
we just knocked the dents out of it.
I don't think you realize that the content is here too.
Yeah, man, you're killing.
It's here.
Yeah, you're killing.
Yeah.
I hope so.
The more you do, the better you get at it.
Okay.
But so you got an open seat, man. Anytime you want to do it, anytime you're in the area, drop in.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, for real.
I'm gonna take you guys up on this.
Do it,
man. You should.
Yeah, especially the McBaconcourt episode.
Ah, damn.
I thought that was fucking.
There's
awesome.
some good shit.
This is Kenny doing an encore right now. Hey,
Hollywood.
We're all clapping.
Oh yeah.
You want to see if we were talking shit about him? Oh, he's gone. All right, he's gone, you guys.
So here's the thing
I heard he
about
kissed a dude.
That was his cousin.
Oh, yeah. He had a mustache.
He didn't know he's dressed like a chick. So, anyway.
But yeah, man, open seat anytime, come in, pop in, even just like the co-host or whatever, too. 'Cause that shit's funny, too. It just takes time. Just like building jokes, I mean, okay, I got paid $250 to go up for an hour. Bullshit, You worked hours and hours and hours, There's hours back from years ago that apply to the show tomorrow, kind of thing. So same thing with this where, we have to have conversations. We talk things through, and it just takes a long time to build that shit.
It's a quality product, though.
Thank you.
Because you can just listen to it, and it's good. I just like doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if nobody ever hears this fucking podcast, I had a great time doing it.
Of the podcast.
And what I suck at is like sharing it and trying to. When I listen to your podcast, I'm not comparing it to, I don't know you.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Right.
Like when somebody's acting bad in the movie, you're like, this is the worst fucking actor ever. Like, was it the worst fucking actor ever? Or was it just kind of bad in this movie? But you got to realize, like, people are making those kind of blanket decisions, and these people are judging you against every podcast they've ever listened to. And I love podcasts.
Yeah.
I love podcasts. I was like, oh, let me listen to your podcast, and then it's fucking good.
Oh, man.
What a relief, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, though. You know what I'm talking about.
There are some shitty podcasts out there. And there are some shitty podcasts who belong to people I really like.
Yeah.
Now, I would listen to a podcast by somebody and, like, I know this dude's hilarious.
Right.
This fucking podcast is terrible.
It's another skill set.
The thing I think that does it is we're fucking interested. Like, originally, Kenny, I reached out to Kenny. I said, look, man, if you want to promote that show, I'd be glad to throw a podcast up for you. And he was like, okay, well, here's who's on the bill. And I looked on the bill and I was like, God damn, I really do want to know about this. So then when Pete and I talked about it, we were like, this is going to have to be a rush job. We're going to have to capture this podcast and then put it up quick because the show's coming up. We have podcasts in the can that we got 3 months ago.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
So doing this quick turnaround. So as we're talking about, like, we got to throw this up quickly. And it was like, yeah, but you know what? I want to fucking find out. I want to find out how Ellis reaches these jokes. I want to find out how Kabezi gets to the point where he's bouncing around as much as he is.
I do want to know another part of your process. So where is your comedy going? Like, when you look at, one of the questions I like to ask is, like, you've got tools in your bag, right? Mm-hmm. But you're looking like, man, I don't have like a laser square, and I need that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you look at other comics, what's that tool that you're trying to pick up? What are you trying to figure out, or what would you like to have, but just you have no idea how to get it?
If you like the show,
and you know you do,
send us some pictures of your movies.
Don't do that. Support the show.
There are 3 ways you can support us.
Number 1, go to iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you listen to podcasts.
And leave a 5-star rating and review.
It helps with the show metrics, and it helps us get better placement. Number 2,
visit our website,
www.breakitdownshow.com.
We've got an Amazon and an eBay link.
Same Amazon, same eBay, you know and love, but they give us a little kickback when you get to their site from ours. And number 3, leave comments about the shows that you like. We want to know what you think, how you feel.
Tell us how to make the show better. We greatly appreciate it.
Now back to the show.
We like boobies.
The first question was a little bit different.
Yeah.
Where's your comedy going?
Yeah.
I got a great fucking...
tell me that.
I got a great fucking... That's that. The tool bag question is a different question.
Yeah.
I have all the tools.
Okay.
I don't have a laser cutter. But I have a cutter.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of talent.
Right. But maybe you don't want a laser cutter because you like the rough cut.
You know what the thing is? This is what I realized is that if I keep going, one day I'll have a laser cutter.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, what I do realize is that the audience, they don't know I have a laser cutter.
Yeah.
I have the talent and a cutter, and I can cut a straight line.
Right.
And if I had money,
yeah,
maybe I could fix a couple of different things. But as an art form, like, I can do everything adequately, professionally well. That's where I think I'm at.
Okay. How long did that take?
We know you've been at it for 10 years, but where was it? Where did you hit the spot where you go,
7,
okay,
8 years.
Now I know I'm good?
7 or 8 years, I was on stage, and I was doing this fucking contest, and it wasn't going well because there was 21 people on the show. And the show had started late. They had a guest set in there. Everything was set up for me to fail.
Right.
And I don't care. I'm going to get up and rip anyway.
Yeah.
And so I get up, and the guy before me, Bubbles. Do you know Bubbles?
Yeah.
Bubbles. Bubbles gets up and kills.
Yeah.
Bubbles destroys. So I'm like, oh, He woke them up. Now they're going to be in a good mood. And I went up there for like a minute and a half and just ate shit.
Wow.
And like I'm not used to I'm not used to like maybe 5 or 10 seconds before like I start hearing laughter.
Yeah.
And I just realized right in that moment, I've lost the competition. Like right in that moment, I was like, well, I did the wrong jokes. I read the room wrong. I was outside. I wasn't paying attention. I fucked up. I'm not going to win.
Yeah.
Because you're only doing like a 6-minute set or whatever. So I decided in my head, I was like, well, a lot of people put me on the show, and I went through all this crap, and it's not the audience's fault. I might as well just be funny for the rest of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're just going back to, hey, I'm going to entertain these people.
I was like, you know what? I might as well just rip.
Go do you.
Might as well.
Yeah.
And then instantly it was fun. Like, made the decision. Before I got up, I was distracted, and the bell was in the whole thing, and I read the thing wrong, and I went up to do the set that I thought was going to win me the contest. But then, right then, when I just like, man, I'm just going to be fucking funny.
Yeah.
So that to clean up this mess that I just made, and then fucking killed, was the point where people were like, dude, you might like get through.
Yeah.
I was like, no, not with that, not with that. And they were like, dude, that was
that first minute pours in the well.
I already knew.
Yeah.
And but that's when I realized, I was like, oh, I can do that all the time.
Yeah.
It's not that my
you
jokes
can
are
decide
funny.
to turn it on.
I'm funny.
Yeah.
I'm funny.
Yeah. And don't go for the fame. Don't go for the win of the contest. Just go for doing you and being fucking funny.
I don't know. Sometimes guys go for the win and they get the win. There's a strategy to these things too.
Yeah.
But like to me, it was like 7 or 8 years before you find your voice.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, I can now aim this voice at anything and make that thing funny.
All right.
Yeah.
Now to me, that was a problem actually creatively, because then you can only get so much funnier. It's
Right.
like golf, right?
Yeah.
You start playing golf.
Right. You become a
year
scratch
later,
golfer.
Yeah, a year later, you're fucking 20,000 times better than.
Yeah.
But like 5,
But you're only
6
going to
years
get
later,
so good. You're going to peak.
You work really hard to shave one stroke.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to learn all this crap. You got to get new clubs. And now you're 2 strokes better. You know.
Yeah.
And so
The curve is flattened.
It's boring. And so like I'm going to keep getting better because I'm going to keep doing it.
Right.
But I want to make like a quantum leap.
Mm-hmm.
And like I draw this cartoon called Plato's Cave. Check it out.
Okay.
I started
Plato's Cave, y'all.
Plato's Cave. I do this little podcast thing. I do in my stand-up. What I really like doing is doing it, right? And now what I really want to share is not so much the art. Obviously, you want to show people the art. Listen to my stand-up. Do you like it?
Yeah.
But I want to share, like, the process. I want people to see how much fucking goes into it. That's what I'm writing now.
Yeah.
All my projects are about
Process is cool.
making the art and then showing my process and inviting people in to be like steal all this shit. Like, take these ideas and my process and da-da-da-da, and like go create yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's that's
You can share your playbook, but somebody else will sequence those plays differently.
Right.
And then it's a whole different game.
It is.
It's all the stuff like all the coaches that come down from Bill Walsh.
Yeah.
You know,
They're all different.
All different. All successful.
So, yeah, you can.
I just want people to look at art and realize that this is a representation of the best that this artist could do at this
that time.
Yeah.
And their viewpoint.
Yeah.
So really what you're seeing is 3 or 4 different things. And I think that comedy gets short-sold, man. I don't think that they respect what we do.
Well, it appears
the
easy.
actor and the yeah.
It appears easy.
We make it look so easy that they're like, look at the clothes that this guy's wearing. He picked out those clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, the stage, the club, the everything he says.
Maybe he evolved to that outfit over a long period of time.
Sure.
Like, man, I used to love wearing jeans and a T-shirt, and then I realized I throw on this jacket, and for some reason I could pull off a different vibe and come at a joke from a different place because I got this jacket on or whatever.
And he's the producer of that show. He's the
Yeah.
director. He's he's everything.
Everything.
And now you get the best actor in the world. I'm not going to discount. I'm not discounting comedians are better. I'm not. No. It's a different art form. But what I'm saying is, you just have one job, man. Yeah. You know, and I my next project, comedy wise, I want it to be so fucking obvious that I spent so much time on it.
Yeah.
That people start to take every comedy album seriously.
There's a lot that goes into all that stuff.
That's a heady goal, man.
Yeah.
That is a really
That's where
and
you
I
gotta
only
start.
think it takes one. I don't think it's going to take very many. I think that comics are the most talented, weird, sick, sad, twisted souls I've ever fucking met. And I think if you could actually sit there and watch them do it and actually go with them, I think that people would line up to see Kevin Hart, to see their new album like it's a music album.
Sure.
Like, oh shit, Louis C.K.'s fucking dropping an album and it's going to be out August 13th. Everybody fucking
line up.
They should feature us that way.
Yeah.
That's what I want to create. I want to show stand-up comedian the artist.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
36. Well, you were around for Eddie Murphy.
Love Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy did it, and it really has not been done.
No.
Chris Rock.
Eddie Murphy did not do it.
Yeah, sure he did.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Eddie Murphy's exactly what I'm talking about. Eddie Murphy is a goddamn genius, a fucking giant among men, and then just walks away from stand-up and goes and does all this fucking acting.
Yeah.
And gets all that money and da-da-da-da-da. And now stand-up's in his past.
Yeah.
That's this little thing that he did where he graduated up into the big leagues.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when he did that and all these comics did that, because they should have, because that's what got him the fucking money and that's what made him the deal. Yeah. But all the comics that we know that are famous, they got famous doing movies and TV, not doing stand-up. And so they don't respect pure stand-up.
Form, right.
It's like, oh, this guy's super famous. And then it's like, oh, my God, he's also like a brilliant, fucking amazing stand-up, comic. And then even Murphy, like, you didn't get to see Eddie Murphy. I think he reached a height that had not been seen.
Yeah.
I think Pryor built it.
Right. He did.
I'm not taking away from people
absolutely
who came before him.
Stand on the backs of some people.
Right.
All the way back. I mean, Pryor, even Dick Gregory.
Yeah.
But he did reach a place.
But I think he reached a place, and now instead of pushing it, and it's not Eddie Murphy's fucking job to push the start, but I'm saying when he just stopped doing it, I think it gave the American public the impression.
Right. Yeah.
That it's not,
that it wasn't worth doing anymore.
Whatever. And I don't think that, and I'm not saying that he's not a brilliant stand-up comedian, but I'm just saying that I just think that he was more than that.
Yeah.
We could all tell whether he's in a movie, whether he's doing stand-up, whatever he's doing.
But I'm just saying, like when Delirious came out, we waited for Delirious.
Oh,
Delirious is coming. And and when
Raw,
I saw Raw in the theater on opening night, and it was packed.
Raw was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. So I mean, there is an element of that existed.
There were superstars. There have been superstars before, but I'm saying like I think that like we need to start presenting comedy with the effort that it takes. Mm-hmm. It's the trick. The trick is to make everybody think that you're just coming up with this shit as you go.
Well, and
it's gone. Everybody knows that, right? Yeah. We all know that the Wizard's not fucking real. Right. I want to like open up the curtain, have people come in, and be like, "These are my fucking hearts and sucks and fucking guts and soul. I'm turning into dick jokes for you people."
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I just told you the joke about my dick, but it's really about how I don't feel loved.
In your genre, you're right. That does seem to be missing. If you look at movies, I just totally into right now the behind the scenes of Caddyshack, and how they made that movie. And I can't get enough of it. I watch that same shit like 3 times now. Same thing with I'm a big U2 fan. U2 makes a lot of money because they're like, we're going to release an album, then we're going to release a slightly bigger album, same album, then we're going to release the movie that accompanies that album.
Yeah,
and they're just going to tell you all that. This is how this song was born. This is what we went through to make it, and you could almost, I believe, I don't know if I'm right in this, but you could reveal your jokes ahead of time if you do that, because people will care more about that joke and like, oh shit, here comes the dick joke, and then it's still going to be funny because it is funny,
right?
But now you've got the depth of the creative process.
Yeah, everybody's emotionally invested.
And I'm drawing this cartoon too, and I'm doing the same thing. Yeah, it's a 3-panel cartoon, but I want to show people. The part to me that's not the fittest like especially comedy, man. You're not fucking done. You just showed up and you killed for an hour. Big whoop. You got to do that shit again right now. There's a late show.
Yeah.
You're never done.
Right.
And if you get better every rep, well then this show's going to be even better than the last, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like even when you draw a fucking thing or you paint a picture or you fucking sing a song, you're going to be a better artist later. Yeah. But this was your biggest hit because you that artist, that voice, that time
captured something then.
And so I'm tired of practicing.
Yeah.
I'm going to just start making art. It's not going to be the best art, but it's going to be the best art that I can make. And I just want, I understand my relationship with the fans before.
Yeah.
Because before, I didn't think of them as fans. I think of them as people that I fucking met at the show. You're not like some random stranger that is my fan that's here to support my greatness. Yeah. It's like, this is fucking Dave. What's up, Dave?
Hey, Dave.
You know, and then I feel bad like referring to Dave as hey, what's up, fan?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now I realize, no, there's a lot of people who want nothing to fucking do with you. Just bring the funny.
Bring the funny.
Just bring the funny. I'm like, okay.
All right.
I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah.
Now. I'm going to start
show up and deliver it.
Make a thing for you to enjoy. Yeah.
You know what? So one of the benefits that John and I get when we do this show is we get to like have this tapestry we're weaving. You know, we get to put some brown and some red and everything else. And as I listen to this show, especially when you were talking, I've heard you say things that are the essence of other guests that we've had. And this is real a credit to where you're going because we have a lot of very successful people on the show.
Yeah, you guys get fucking
legit badass dudes,
Yeah, which is weird. Because did you guys just start?
Yeah. We were fortunate to have a very robust network.
We just showed up to the party and took our dicks right out.
Said, hey, man, look at that thing. It's not even cheesy. It's
stigmatized, bitches. Look into my eye.
To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Check out my hips. But you're doing the same thing those guys are doing. Like I'm thinking about both Jason McEnroth, and how he's like, this is what I was made to do. I was made to play the drums. Derek Jones, I'm made to play the bass.
Yep.
I got to go through this struggle to get where I'm at now. Both those guys play and play professional musician. They got great gigs where they make great money, have a set schedule, you know. You've talked like Mick Betancourt about your process and how you grow. I mean, Mick Betancourt is as successful as you can get as a writer, as a comedian. He's done a lot of great things. And you're saying all the same things. Mick Gillette, who was a trumpet player from Tower of Power.
Yeah.
He's like, I quit practicing. I just started just playing.
He said exactly that.
Yeah.
Like one day I just realized there's no point in this practicing. I'm going to play every note like I mean it. Like there's somebody watching and that they're the most important person. Every note. Yeah.
So whatever you're building it's in line with what all these other very successful people are doing. So
that's good.
If anybody starts to steer you off the path, man, I wouldn't do it. I'd stick with it.
Yeah. I'm kind of hard. Once I stick my mind to something, it's kind of hard to get me off the path. Yeah. But my path was like, be the best comedian you can be.
Nothing wrong with
that has nothing to do with success or whatever. So I just been paying attention to that.
Well, the one I was saving for is we talked to Sly Stone. We did an interview with him. And one of the things he said, among many things, he's like, I'm just going to make music.
Yeah.
And if that's not good enough, then I don't deserve to eat.
Right.
That was some heavy shit.
I heard that when I was in your podcast before. I spilled my fucking ranch. I was like,
yeah, that shit's real.
It made my eye tear up a little bit right there because it means a lot to me.
The thing is, he said that, and then, we were like, damn, we were individually affected. And then, like, we were hanging out at our friend Dave's house that night. And the next morning we woke up and we were, like, getting ready for our day and shit. And I remember going, God damn, Pete, I woke up this morning, man, thinking about Sly and what he said last night. And he was like, fuck, I did too, man. God damn.
That stuck with me, man.
It hits.
Yeah, because I've been there, bro. Yeah. I'm doing that. Like, I cannot not do this.
Right.
Yeah.
It has to be done. Same thing with, you'll hear Jason McEnroth say it. You'll hear Derek Jones say it. Jason McEnroth said, I was at a tire shop. Like, he had toured with Henry Rollins, done a bunch of stuff with Daniel Lanois. I mean, like, super high peak in his career. And then, boom, it came down because that ended. And he's selling tires. And he's like, I was going to die selling tires. So I
couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah. Couldn't do it.
The same thing you were saying.
He had a family, and he's like, can't do it. I have to do this drum thing. Have to. It isn't if I'm going to make it, that's what's going to happen.
It's the thing that when I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, this is why God put me. I'm not sure in my relationships or in my interactions with people or my taxes or my library my purchases. I'm never sure if I'm doing the right thing.
Right.
When I'm on stage, I know.
You're doing the right thing.
I know. Like, this is what God put me here to do, man.
Yeah.
It's like, it keeps you sane. It keeps you happy. It's a reason. It's my reason.
Some people never find the reason.
I know. I'm lucky.
And that's it's a terrible curse to never find the reason, but it's a terrible curse to have found the reason too, because you have to be willing to do it, and some people find
I didn't have shit to lose when I started, remember?
Yeah, there is that.
You know what I mean? It was the pink cloud that I was so high on.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It just continued for like 5-6 years because it was just like, oh man, I'm sleeping in my car. Like, I was so excited. I had this stupid story. It gave an explanation of why I couldn't hold out a relationship because you're like comedians, can you guys hold out relationships? They're like, no, and we're like, I'm one of you.
I'm among my people.
And I'm like,
sleeping in my car.
I feel kind of bad. I hear voices, and they're like, I hear voices too. You're like, what? Oh yeah,
I found home.
I found my family.
Yeah. So it's been. I don't see I've never seen the bad side of being a comedian.
Yeah.
It fits my personality. It fits all that shit.
Well, you know what, man? You're reinforcing a lot of the things that I'm thinking, because the last time that I was up, I was telling you, I was in a room full of comedians, and that room full, and there was literally nobody there except, I think there might have been 5 people there who weren't there on the list. So everybody else is judging you, and not unfairly or anything like that. It's a very lovable room. Everybody's supportive because they don't want to be the next guy up who gets booed. So, everybody's supportive, but they're in the midst of analysis when
they're in their head
listening to you. Yeah. So something that's funny gets the nod. Like, yeah, that was good. But you don't get laughter. So the first minute I was kind of building a joke that I hadn't thrown out there, and I wasn't sure how to pace it or how to get there.
Right.
And it's not efficient. And I was just kind of building up, and it took a minute, maybe a full minute to get there. And in the midst of that minute, I was thinking to myself, am I eating a big bag of dicks right now? Is this happening?
I can't taste it. I can't.
Is this happening? And I almost felt like, fuck yeah. I'm eating my big bag of dicks right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I hear you when you talk about the badge of honor that comes with this is fucked up.
You want to do it. You want to bomb. You want to bomb. You want to
give it to me. Give me all of it.
Give me all of it.
In martial arts, when the instructor's like, who wants to get choked out?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Choke me out.
Punch me in the face. I love that
If
shit.
you're just starting, though, this is my deal. This is what I do. And I always tell everybody, do whatever the fuck you're going to do. It's art, right? Yeah. But what I do is I try and rip, dude. I try and fucking rip.
Yeah.
And right when you're going up, there's 40 people there. 36 of them are comedians. You're not going to rip.
Right.
I know that. You know that. We all know that. No one's expecting you to rip, right?
Yeah.
If you went up and you fucking ripped.
Yeah.
Every other comedian here would have to shut the fuck up, and they could not say, "Oh, it's just a bad."
Yeah, that dude was pretty good.
They couldn't. They couldn't say, "Oh, it's a bad crowd, man." There's really only 4 people here. It's mostly all comics. No.
Yeah, but he killed.
He fucking ripped. Now everybody needs to go home and take a good damn look at themselves. Now, if you get up and you try to rip and you don't rip, well, then everybody's gonna go, "Well, man, there's only 4 people in the fucking audience." So what I try to do is I tried to fucking rip, and now I'm 10 years later, right? Yeah. So now I'm back in Sacramento, and there's people who came up in Sacramento. They saw me, and they're like, "Oh, this guy Ellis Rodriguez, he's really good. He was really good when he left." And then there's a lot of people who just heard the stories, right?
Right.
So they're all outside, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. They're all out smoking cigarettes, waiting, whatever. And then I come on stage, they all come inside.
Yeah.
So now that I've been doing it so long, it's an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
That's all the guys that are famous. Yeah, they sound like they're fucking great because they always have fucking packed houses in front of them.
Right.
Yeah.
It takes a while to get there, right?
Yeah.
But every single time, the first time, the last time, rip. Never fucking hold back.
Yeah.
Never try to give. And I've done this. We all do it. Man, I've been in the, I had this happen to me in a weird bar full of fucking people from KK. Half of them were KKK members.
Yeah.
Like, I got this.
Yeah.
But if you didn't really go for it then you don't know how to handle it now.
Yeah.
And the crowd, that's all like laughter is. You're making them nervous, and then you release the tension, and then you make them nervous, and you release the tension. If you make them nervous and then don't release the tension, they don't fucking trust you anymore. We all do it. The crowd's not really that hot. I'm just gonna give.
So I'm not gonna give them my A material.
I'm gonna give them what they can take.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do this because
I don't want to waste it.
They're not really. You know what?
Waste it.
Fucking
and go write some more.
Bomb. Win or fucking bomb. Especially if they're not paying you.
Nice.
Nobody's paying you? Swing, man. Swing.
Yes.
Every fucking day. Like, you go hard like it's the HBO special.
Yeah.
And then it feels like it. And to me, that's the only point of doing
now
it.
We got you.
I'm telling you.
Now we got... I hate to say it, but I don't know if Kenny's going to make the fucking cut.
No. Come on.
That bullshit we done.
Because that's strong right there.
Because that fucking shit right there, that's golden.
Yeah.
That's
you
good.
know? I mean,
That's
the
strong.
thing is, I don't know where all of it is or how to get there, but when we get a guest who really fucking brings it,
Yeah.
it's when they go, okay, listen, here's how it really fucking works. And then they come with that piece of gold right there, because now our listeners are not only going to be entertained by what you just said, but fucking I'm sitting right next to you and I was affected
Yeah, I want to
by
do
that
that.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, so now across the airwaves.
Thanks,
people
man.
are going to listen and they're going to go, God damn, that fucking Ellis Rodriguez is not playing. He's not playing.
I love this shit, man. I love what you guys are doing with the podcast. So you can tell. It's like when you care about it, people can tell.
Yeah, that's true. And they can really tell when you don't.
We believe in that,
Yeah.
So let's button this up.
Let's go.
Closing arguments?
I said my bad. I'm good.
Yeah, man. Seriously. Thank you for being on the show. We're going to come check you out on Friday.
Are you guys going to be at the show on Friday?
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That sounds really good then.
We're going to be there. It's going to be young Leonard Jackson.
Yep.
And
Ellis Rodriguez.
Ellis Rodriguez, of course.
Rippin' City.
And Kabir Singh.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fucking funny night.
Yeah. I'm booked every night, too.
I'm wearing diapers.
Yeah.
Bring Ben Gay for your guts.
Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you, man.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Thank you.